Attention, attention, all personnel. Incoming podcast. This is MASH Matters.
Hey, it's MASH Matters, the podcast where we celebrate our favorite television series. You know the one, that show MASH, you know. I'm a huge MASH fan. My name is Ryan Patrick, and alongside me, the man who played Private Igor on MASH, Mr. Jeff Maxwell. Hello, Jeff.
Where is he? Jeff? Hello, Jeff.
Did he not show up again?
I don't think he did.
Oh,
well,
gosh.
I'll fill in.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just kidding. This is Jeff Maxwell, and I did play Private Igor Straminsky for 9 years on the television show, the best television show, perhaps, in television history.
You've come around now, huh?
Yeah. What else am I going to do? We're doing MASH Matters. I mean, I got to say it.
Yes, it is MASH. And, on this podcast, we discuss all things MASH because MASH matters. And, typically when we come on here, we will discuss listener comments and questions, or we'll have an interview with somebody who is in the MASH family or is associated with the MASH family or is MASH adjacent, I guess you could say.
And they're very interesting, really wonderfully. And my telephone's ringing. I'll be right back. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hang on until
let's go to the phones.
Yeah. Hello, Bob. Yeah. What do you? 3 pounds of ground round, some liver, and some. Never mind. I'll call you back,
folks. This is what you're going to get this episode because we are doing yet another unprepared, unplanned episode.
What makes this one so different than the others?
Well, the other times we will have gone through our extensive list of listener questions and emails and voicemails, whatnot, and we would read them and attempt to answer their questions.
That's true.
But in this case, and this is on me. Mm-hmm. Life has gotten in the way. Things have been busy. Mm-hmm. I'm directing a show at the moment, and directing a show and being in a show are two completely different animals. And so it's taking up more of my time and energy and focus than I kind of anticipated. So because of that, I haven't been able to do a lot of the stuff that I do before we record one of these episodes. And so we thought, well, you know what? We've done these before. We've had these instances before, and we've just opened the mic and we've just talked. And for whatever reason, listeners tell us that those are some of their favorite episodes, which I don't know what to say about that.
Well, those are the listeners that are high on numerous forms of drugs.
Well, if that's what it takes, pop an edible and enjoy this unprepared episode.
That's the name of your play, isn't it? Pop an edible?
Well, I'm going to ask the audience at the play to do the same thing. It'll make it a lot funnier, I guarantee.
Well, what is the name of the play? We all want to know. You're directing a play. I mean, that's very heady to say. I mean, we're now listening to a director talk with us.
Keep your expectation low.
Okay.
I'll lower my voice as well. What's the name of the damn play?
I'm glad you asked, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you for your interest in our production. I am directing a play called The Foreigner, and I think we've talked about it before, but just in case we haven't, it's a comedy, and it's about a guy named Charlie who is very shy and depressed and sad and awkward. He gets left at a fishing lodge, and his friend who leaves him there tells everybody else that he is a foreigner and he does not speak English. Therefore, he doesn't have to worry about interacting with the other people. However, that plan goes completely out the window. Charlie starts overhearing things that he shouldn't overhear, plots and plans and everything from other characters who think that they can talk in front of him because he doesn't speak English, when really he does. And hilarity ensues, and it's a fun, funny show. And it's, it was written like 40 years ago, but the humor and the themes of the show are still very relevant today.
Well, that's very exciting. I'm very impressed. I'm sure all of our listeners are impressed that you are directing a play. I mean, people don't go around doing that every day. and you have the skill and ability and experience to demand that actors do things the way you want them to. And that's always fun to do.
Demand. I rule with an iron fist.
Yes. Well, kind of a Martin Scorsese kind of thing, right? Or something.
Yes. Oh,
one of those guys. Yeah.
My cast hates me. They do not respect me. I'm kind of like the Jackie Cooper of the local theater wing here.
Yeah.
I come in, I make a lot of demands. The cast doesn't respect me, and then I cash the check. That's pretty much what he did, on MASH. So
that's what he did. Yeah. Well, this is exciting. When does it open? I mean, we're a little weird in terms of time.
It is weird because of our recording schedule and everything. The day that this episode is released, we are in the middle of our run.
Wow. Well, that's kind of fun. So people that are listening to this now can be excited that the play is actually ongoing.
Well, they can say a quick little prayer that the show is still happening, that the set is still standing, and that the cast is healthy.
Well,
because between now and then, I have no idea what to expect.
I'm sure that, we can put up, or you want to put up where it's being. Well, that won't make any difference, will it?
It won't really make a difference. No.
I'm so confused. I thought, we get all these people there to see it, but they won't know that it's there or when it's there, or if they're there, they won't know where they are.
Well, if they're there, then they are time travelers who are hearing this episode in advance and being able to go back in time then to buy their tickets to the show.
Well, thanks, everybody, for listening to MASH Matters, and come back sometime soon when we actually have something to say.
Oh, my gosh. There's a little bit of excitement coming into these unprepared episodes because, we don't know what to expect. But it's outweighed by the fear of not knowing what we're going to talk about. And I like to be prepared, and I'm not. And so I feel like the water is slowly coming over my head. The quicksand that I'm slowly sinking in is finally coming up to my eyeballs. That's what I feel like. Right
I'd like to give you a little bit of advice in terms of the fear. I sedate myself quite heavily on these particular episodes. I don't know if you want to get into that. I can refer you to various substances which will help that. But
is this the gummy? Did you pop a gummy?
I popped a gummy. I popped a gummy. I popped a gummy.
Yeah, I've never had a gummy, so I don't know what to expect if I had one.
I quite frankly, I have never had a gummy either. I have, in my life, I have experienced certain things.
Let's talk about that, Jeff. Let's just go deep into.
Well, thanks everybody for listening. We'll be right back. But gummies are not one of them. I chew gum, but I've never had a gummy.
I don't think that's the same thing.
Isn't it? I don't know.
I don't think it's the same thing. Also, I don't like gummy. I don't like gummy bears or gummy worms or any of the gummy candies. So the thought of taking a gummy does not sound appealing to me at all because I don't like gummies.
I agree 100%. I mean, gum was enough, but having another thing that has a color and you stick in your mouth and you chaw it.
Chewy. I don't like chewy candy.
Yeah. No, neither.
No. So no gummies.
No gummies.
My play is happening as we speak. And what else we got? I don't know.
Okay, my neighbor came over the other day, and I was preparing dinner, which I like to do because I like to eat, and so I cook a lot of stuff. Surprisingly enough, interesting that it's Private Igor cooks really good food. But anyway, she came over to tell me about how successful her cataract surgery was. And I really wanted to hear it because I have been diagnosed with a cataract. And so I want to, as soon as possible, get the cataract taken out of my eye so I can see better. And everybody says, oh, it's great. But so I really wanted to hear her experience to see what, was she in pain? Was it really easy? Is it as easy as everybody says it is? So I was very excited. But I was also boiling stuff on the stove. And I had to say, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I really want to hear the cataract story. but I got to go because the liver's boiling and I got to cut the shrimp in the thing and I got to run. I love you. Thank you. Can I come over? Let me call you. And she said, oh, okay. All right. And she went away. And so for the past 4 days, I've been calling her every day and her phone doesn't work. And it's very frustrating because there I will get personal information about the pros and cons of cataract surgery, and I can't get her on the phone.
Well, maybe she can't see the phone.
There's that. Or maybe she needs hearing aids and cannot hear the phone. And that could be, so we could
possible.
hear about.
That's possible.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, these are disturbing things. So one would say, well, why don't you just go over and knock on the door?
Jeff, why wouldn't you just go over and knock on the door if she's not answering?
Why would you say that?
It's just a question that I think everybody is thinking. If they're still listening. They may have given up by now.
Everybody.
The 3 people who are still listening are thinking, why didn't you just walk over and knock on her door, Jeff?
Well, I could. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that right now. I'll take the mic.
Okay, great. That'll be exciting content.
Well, I'll hear about her cataract surgery. What happened?
That's our special guest today. Dolores, tell us about your cataract surgery. Don't leave any details out.
I want to hear about all the pupil work and all the cornea stuff, everything. I want to hear it all.
Oh boy.
Golly.
Okay. Well, I hope you get the information that you're seeking.
Thank you. I'm hoping to too. I hear a lot of different opinions about which lens to get, by the way. You can get the one lens, which is covered by insurance, or you can get the fancy lens, which is not covered by insurance and costs $25,000 or something.
Wow.
But the one fancy lens, you never, ever have to wear glasses again, or you don't ever have to talk to anybody you don't like or something. It's a wonderful experience. But some people say that with the fancy lens, you get halos around the lights. If you're driving at night and the cars are coming at you, all the lights will have halos around them. And so that can be somewhat irritating. But other people will say, yes, that will happen, but you get used to it and you don't care anymore. So these are big decisions I have to make. Is this still on? Hello?
Please keep us posted on this. We need updates as they happen.
Oh, I will.
We can put them out on social media, let everybody know.
There's probably only 2 people listening now as opposed to the 3.
We just lost another one. Yep, there they go. I'm sorry, folks. I really am. I could just open up our email and read emails, without reviewing them first. That's even scarier to me because, some emails we get are,
I could read email from my Aunt Gussie. This might be something more interesting. I don't know.
How are things in your area? There haven't been any fires or mudslides or anything in the news lately. So have things calmed down where you live?
Yes, they're very calm where I live, except for the turmoil in the streets.
Aside from that, that's always happening.
Aside from all those things that are going on outside, I'm afraid to go out. But no, it's the fires have calmed down. It's sad that there was a fellow who was arrested for starting the Palisades. But
that's
fire,
and that's the fire that was the big fire, right?
The big fire.
It was started by one person.
He started a fire, then the fire went out, and he went, "Oh, okay, I started a fire, but it went out." And now, apparently, what they're saying is that fire was smoldering under the ground, even though the fire department had put it out. It was still smoldering, and a week later, it went poof and smoldered up, and then burned the whole city down. Wow. So that fella has been arrested and is not having a good time.
No,
he's not happy.
He would have an even worse time if they just let him get on the street.
He's in protective custody. Yeah. And the Altadena fire, and I have friends that lost their homes there. That was supposedly started by an electrical problem with the Edison company. And boy, that's an exciting situation for everybody. But in terms of the actual process of fires, no.
No.
Thank goodness it's calmed down.
Good. And your liver didn't boil over the other day, going back to the previous story. You didn't lose the liver, right? That was on the stove.
Well, I'm sorry to say we did lose the liver. But I think I'll get another one while I have the cataract surgery.
With those cataracts, make sure you're getting the right liver. Okay.
Yes.
You want the normal liver, not the abnormal liver. I just watched Frankenstein the other night, so I want to say, just make sure that you do not get the abnormal liver. Bad things happen.
Very bad things. Okay. Do you, I'm going to just switch gears for a second here.
Please do. Please. Said the three people still listening. Please. Switch away.
We do have, in the past, we have talked about MASH.
Oh, yes.
A wonderful show.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know whether we've said this at all, but you were a guy who grew up loving the show. You did. Yes. You loved the show.
I think I've mentioned that. Yeah.
And I worked there. Mm-hmm. Is that amazing?
That's incredible.
What a team.
What a scoop.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah.
I've been watching it again lately and realizing that I think we made the right choice with the show that we decided to talk about on this podcast. First, we went through a gamut of shows. We were going to do one about the show Alice. Mm-hmm. That didn't really resonate with anybody. We thought about 8 is Enough because you were a guest star on 8 is Enough.
I was.
But we felt that they may have gone only 8 episodes at best, which would have been fitting. After a long list, we finally just circled back and said, how about MASH?
Yeah.
Thus, MASH Matters was born.
It was born, and it continues to move on down the road.
Not today. Today, it's kind of come to a screeching halt, really. we hope that next time it will be a little bit better.
Well, MASH was a really fun experience. It's fun. It's been a fun experience for you as a viewer, and it was a fun experience for me as the guy who worked there. Mm-hmm. It really was. I mean, everybody did have a good time doing it, and they were paid a whole bunch. Well, actually, they weren't paid a lot of money. In the beginning, nobody was paid a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost canceled.
Yes, it was almost canceled. Nobody was making a whole bunch of money, but everybody was there because they were doing some stuff that they really like to do. Every actor wants to act and do that fun stuff. And they were gifted with all this wonderful writing written by Larry Gelbart and Gene Reynolds and all the other people that they surrounded themselves with. So it was a darn good, lucky thing. And gosh, was it fun.
And see, that's the thing is when we started this podcast, I was like, thank goodness we can finally have a podcast where we can uncover the true stories behind the scenes, the dirt, the stuff that everybody wants to know about, the rivalries, the actors that everybody couldn't stand to work with. And none of that's happened. I mean, here we are 8 years into this podcast and we're still talking about how a delight it was to work there and how awesome it is to watch. And I keep waiting for somebody to come along and say, hey, here's some dirt.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, hold on.
Here you go.
Wait a minute.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm waking up. Hold on. Yes, okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared. Give it to me.
All right. Alan Alda played Hawkeye Pierce.
I do, yes.
And I played Igor Straminsky.
Uh-huh, yeah.
And at one point in the very beginning, when I first associated myself with the show, I was Alan's stand-in.
Right. Yeah.
And so that meant I had to be there whenever Alan was there, which was a lot of fun. And he and I both liked Chinese food very much.
All right.
There was a little place down the street on Pico Boulevard from 20th Century Fox, and they had Chinese food because it was a Chinese restaurant.
Well, that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's working so far, isn't it?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. So what happened was I was chosen by Alan to go to the Chinese restaurant and pick up lunch for he and I.
That's it? That's the story?
Well, and then I would drive there in my car on his orders.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Go there, and then I would order the food from his orders, And then they'd pack it up in a bag. I'd get back in the car. And this was a lot of work going down there. And I'd go in an army uniform. Sometimes they were frightened when I walked in. They didn't know what was going on. But I would get back in the car and I'd drive back to the studio, have to go through the checkpoint. They let you in and the thing comes up and you go and you drive up this long street and then I had to park. Find another parking space, because sometimes people would take the space I was in. And then I had to get out of the car and walk all the way to stage 9 with these bags and then go in there. And Alan would be sitting there and I'd say, Alan, I'm sorry.
Hey, all right, well, give me my Kung Pao chicken and get out of the way, please.
And I would. So I'd open the bags and then he would take his Kung Pao chicken. I would take my Kung Pao chicken and we'd eat it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on. That's a lot of work that I was put through by Alan Alda. That's my point.
I can't believe it's taken you 8 years to share that story on the podcast.
Well, it was painful. I didn't really want to say anything, about Alan in that respect. I didn't want to say he was doing that. And at one point, this was a Hunan specialty restaurant. And lots of the meals in Hunan restaurants are very spicy, which I liked, and so did he. And when we first started this situation, I said, yeah, well, I'm going to go to the Hunan restaurant and get the food. And he said, that's Hunan. I went, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. And that was it. So again, he humiliated me, basically. He told me that it was Hunan, not Hunan. I mean, wasn't Hunan an actor? Hunan Crone? Or, I don't know.
Human Cronin? Yeah.
Hunan Cronin, yes. He was an actor. So, okay. So this, there's the dirt. There is the dirt, finally.
Look, coming into this episode, knowing that we really did not prepare anything, at this point, I will take it. I'll take anything we can get. If anything, he did save you from a lifetime of embarrassment with the word Hunan.
Yes, he did.
Imagine if you had not had that interaction with him today, you would say that and you would probably go viral because people would say, look at this idiot.
Yes.
Obviously, he is anti-Hunan because he does not know how to pronounce the word.
I would be insulting an entire culture.
Right.
An entire part of the country, world. I mean, I couldn't have gone on like that. So yes, that is true. That moment of embarrassment is probably worth it.
I did a quick search, by the way, to find out what the word means. And Hunan means south of the lake in Chinese, which is where the Hunan province is in China.
Where is Hunan?
Hunan is just outside of Toledo, I believe, Hunan, Ohio.
They got a great racetrack there, too, the Hunan racetrack. It's wonderful. All of it.
Yeah, you can bet on the dogs. It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Oh, my. Okay. So a couple of things. I want to talk about the podcast. I want to talk about what we're doing here and where we're going, from here. We haven't really discussed this. So I thought we would just do like a business meeting here, Jeff, on the podcast and just kind of, talk about what's to come.
All right.
Now, usually every year we will take a break around the holidays. Mm-hmm. And if this episode is any indication, then yes, we desperately need a break. So this is probably our last official episode of 2025. We're going to take a break for the holidays and return in January. Now, if some MASH news hits, we may jump back on. Hopefully there's no MASH emergencies like we had earlier this year. But in case something like that happens, we can do that. But I think with the holidays coming up and just all the hubbub and hullabaloo and hootenannies and other words that I just like to say, because of that, we're going to take a break until the new year. But when we come back in January, we will return bearing a gift.
Yes.
And that gift will be the season 9 recap. Yeah, it's big news.
Yep.
The 3 people still listening. Oh, wait, no, we're down to 2. The 2 people still listening are very excited about these recap episodes.
And I am particularly fond of season 9 because I've noticed that I've seen myself quite a bit in season 9. So I enjoy season 9. Well, this is exciting. Come on. We're going to start the new year with a bang.
Yeah.
And we have a bunch of really interesting people coming up as well as guests that we are going to speak with.
Yes.
So get ready for that, everybody, in 2026.
So see, you have that to look forward to.
Yes.
If you've lasted this long in this episode, we wanted to at least reward you with that, because I would have stopped listening long ago, but you hung in there.
Yeah, I mean, they're on a treadmill. What else are you going to do? You're sitting on a treadmill.
They're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
So that's one announcement. We will probably bid adieu to 2025 with this episode, but we will be back. I promise we will be back. This is not going to be the long hiatus that we took when I was really going through the sinus stuff, which I'm still kind of dealing with, by the way.
Oh, gee.
The last few weeks, it started rearing its ugly head, and I don't know if it's because of the weather or what, but I do return to the doctor tomorrow.
Well, that's good. No, you have to go. You have to keep going to those doctors and demanding that they help you.
I will demand.
Yeah.
I'll be the Jackie Cooper of doctor's offices tomorrow. So there will not be a long hiatus like that. We're just going to simply take a break for the holidays. And I hope you will too. I hope you can take a little time around the holidays to spend with loved ones and friends and family. Or maybe just, don't spend time with friends and family. Maybe that will be the best thing for you. Maybe you just need a break from everybody.
And speaking of the holidays, you know what a wonderful holiday gift would be to any member of your family, including yourself, if you want to give yourself a gift.
What would that be, Jeff?
Skechers shoes. Absolutely the best
That is
shoe.
not where I thought this was going, but go ahead. Yeah.
Skechers shoes are the greatest invention, the greatest idea I've ever seen. I now have, I think, 300 pairs of Skechers shoes.
They're fantastic.
No lacing, no bending down, no nothing. You just stick your foot and go, and it goes right into the thing, and it's got a big piece of iron in the heel, and it goes right in your foot goes right in there, and it doesn't come out. Skechers shoes, ladies and gentlemen.
The show, by the way, is still not sponsored by Skechers.
I don't know why.
Maybe in 2026. Who knows?
Yeah.
No, I thought what you were going to say, Jeff, is if you wanted to buy a gift for your loved ones, you could go to mashmatters.com, where you will find links to buy the 50th anniversary edition of The Secrets of the Mash Mess, The Lost Recipes of Private Igor, which is a great stocking. Well, I wouldn't say stocking stuffer. It's a little large to put in a stocking, unless you have a really big stocking. Maybe if you have big stockings.
Those, yeah.
You have big stockings. We got something to fill it. You know what I mean?
Well, I thank you very much for saying that. I'm glad, and certainly I agree that a wonderful gift during the holidays for anyone, including yourself, would be a copy of Secrets of the Mash Mess, The Lost Recipes of Private Igor, written by Jeff Maxwell.
Yes.
It features behind-the-scenes information, lots of really good pictures, and over 200 delicious recipes that you can make all by yourself or with a family or with a group of people. Or if you're incarcerated, some of those people allow you to have a stove, and you can make them there.
Right.
And do not be afraid. Most of the recipes will not harm you. So
most. We're not going to tell you which ones.
Oh, no.
That's part of the fun, right?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, if you think about it, with Thanksgiving coming up soon, this would be a great time to buy the cookbook and maybe do like a whole mash giving kind of thing.
Oh, I like that. Oh,
Your entire Thanksgiving spread could be from this cookbook.
Ryan, let's have a mash giving. Oh, my gosh.
Mash giving.
The heck with the thanks thing. Mash giving. How much more?
Well, and if you do, if somebody is out there and they do make a dish for their Thanksgiving dinner from the cookbook, send us a picture. Maybe we'll put together like a social media post of everybody's fixings from the cookbook.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, mash giving, yeah. And not to mention all the other wonderful things that are there on that place where we have all those things to sell.
Yes, you can visit our Mash Matters store.
Yeah.
Where we have T-shirts and sweatshirts and hats. They have hats on there now. You can also buy mugs, bags, a little bit of everything, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, we have stickers and magnets and iPhone cases and kids' shirts, grown-up shirts, shorts. You can even buy Mash Matters shorts. I mean, the possibilities are endless when you go to the Mash Matters store, and you can find the link at mashmatters.com.
Yeah, great. You know, I wear my Mash Matters T-shirt quite a bit now, and because I have a whole bunch of them, and I wear them, and I go to the market to buy food. And everybody gets all excited because I have on my Mash Matters T-shirt.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're causing a ruckus at the grocery store with your shirts.
And all my friends at Bristol Farms Markets. Bristol Farms, a wonderful market chain, and they've done very, very well. And we used to have a product there because my family and I used to produce a Bloody Mary mix called Chico Rico.
Yeah.
The recipe, by the way, for that wonderful Bloody Mary mix is in Secrets of the Mash Mess, The Lost Recipes of Private Igor. That very recipe is in there. And Bristol Farms used to stock it in all their stores. So that was a lot of fun to go in and see Chico Rico on the shelves.
Nice.
Very nice. So my friends there, especially Richard, who is a great checker, and he always tells me, there's a MASH birthday today. Oh, really? Who? Sylvia Prunmanen, who used to be there. Oh, really? I don't remember her, but gee, happy birthday. So, but he knows everybody that I think in the entire cast and all the background artists, everybody. He knows everybody. It's astonishing.
We need to get Sally Pernunnen on the show.
On the show, yeah. Yeah.
Sally, if you're listening, come on.
Come on.
I'm glad the shirt has spurred a lot of conversation among others. And you can do the same. We have designs on there. There's the I thought there were going to be refreshments here t-shirt. There's the But Sir, the Angle shirt, the design that says Toledo, Gateway to Zanesville. Here's looking up your old address, or just the standard Mash Matters logo. They're all on there. And by the way, if anybody has an idea for a graphic that we can add to the shirts and everything in the Mash Matters store, shoot us an email and give us that suggestion. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
It by no means means you're going to get any money from it, but we would appreciate any ideas that you have.
Yes, please send us all ideas and we will consider them. We'll have a meeting, a business meeting.
Yes.
You and I will sit down and we'll look at them all and we'll consider it. And do we have a staff at all?
We got to get one of those.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do for the meeting is get a staff.
Yeah.
We can then have the staff take the ideas and, separate the wheat from the chaff and give us a curated list that we can discuss.
Boy, separating the wheat from the chaff, that bothers me. I don't know. Something about that makes me uncomfortable. How do you do that? So there's a chaff, right? How do you...
Not to be confused with chafing.
No, okay.
That's a different thing.
I had a chaff once, but ointment took it away.
There
we go. There it is.
That's the other thing I would... Okay, so we're just talking here, right? I have thought about putting together some kind of Mash Matters bingo, like a bingo card, so people can play along. We need suggestions for that too. What are some things that we could put on the Mash Matters bingo card? Obviously, but I got an ointment would be one of the things on the Mash Matters bingo card. But maybe there are some other things that we can put on there. Listeners, we're tasking you with all kinds of things now. You need to come up with some designs for our store, and you need to send us ideas for the MASH bingo card and buy the book and make recipes and take pictures of it. Basically, Jeff, we do already have a staff. It's our listeners.
Oh, interesting. Yes.
They're unpaid. They're more like interns.
Interns.
Yeah.
Yes. And any listeners who have information about cataract surgery, please don't hesitate to forward.
Or any listeners who perform cataract surgery.
Or that too.
Who would like to sponsor the show, maybe do a trade thing here. If the Skechers thing isn't working out for us, so maybe we could get some free cataract surgery for Jeff out of it.
Good. I'm down with that. I mean, I'm down with that, especially if I get the fancy lens that's $85 million.
Right.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah. But I don't know if I can take the halos around lights. Apparently it's a very, very valid thing and people don't seem to like it.
But if you want the fancy lens, you have to take whatever the fancy lens gives you.
Shoot. You got to take the plus with the minus and the chaffs.
That's right.
Just got to deal
You
with
got to
it.
separate the cataracts from the chaff and mix in the halos, add a little bit of refreshments and Tico Rico or whatever it was. And
Did we did we tell everybody we're starting a makeup line? This is really exciting.
we did. I think we dropped that in the last episode.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
We have to get it approved by all these agencies and, because they like to regulate those things. So we can't talk too much about it right now.
No. It's a teaser, isn't it?
What it is, and I think we can say this, it's makeup for podcasting. So if you have a face for podcasting, this is the makeup for you. You're going to look so good when you podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're wearing it right now.
Unfortunately, I got a little bit of it in my cataract. So it's a little bit more disturbing, but I'm getting through it.
So are listeners. Listeners are getting through this episode slowly but surely. And we're almost to the end. I feel like we need a big finish, though. I don't know what that finish is, but I feel like we need like some big finish.
Yeah. Oh, no,
that is not it. No.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to say, I apologize again for this episode, one, but two, I have not been on top of everything as of late. Messages that come in through like Facebook and Instagram and all that. I have not been on top of that. So if you've sent us messages and you've heard nothing but crickets from us, that's because I'm avoiding you. It's not you, it's me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Please do not take this personally, but I have not been able to really focus on that. So I'm sorry.
Well, apologies accepted, I'm sure, all the way around. I mean, you're a very busy guy. You're directing a play. You're trying to make your sinuses work. And those two things are trying.
Yeah.
They are trying.
And I'm trying. I'm trying to get through the trying. Yeah. So hang in there. I really am looking forward to the new year when we come back with the season 9 recap and looking for some big things for MASH Matters. And we love hearing from you. Please keep your messages and voicemails and everything coming in. But also, we love to hear ideas for the show. We get a lot of ideas. Some of them are doable. Some are still in the works. But we get a lot of great ideas from listeners. So if you have ideas for the show, topics, some kind of segment on the podcast, we would love to hear that. Okay. And again, we'll separate the wheat from the whatevers, and we may put some of them in the podcast, but we'd love to hear from you.
And again, there's no payment.
No, absolutely not.
No, none whatsoever.
You will not be compensated in any form or fashion, except for delight in knowing that you were responsible for coming up with that idea.
Yeah.
That should be payment enough, really, Jeff, don't you think?
I think so. I mean, what do you want, for gosh sakes?
We're just a couple of poor podcasters. That's all we are. One of us is half blind. The other one's sinuses don't work. I mean, come on, people.
But we look good with our new makeup line.
Darn good. All right. Well, I think we've done all the damage we can do here today. I'm
sure we could do more. Let's do another half hour and really run us into the ground.
No, I don't think I could even handle that myself. Okay, so in closing, hey, Jeff, it has been great to have another year under our belts of MASH Matters together with you and me doing this thing that we love and the listeners, and it's just been great. It has been great, and I extend my thanks to you for inviting me on your radio show in 1990, whenever it was. Yes. We had a great time there, and we continued talking to each other over all those years. And you bringing up the idea of saying, hey, I'm going to do a MASH podcast. And suddenly it was you and me doing a MASH podcast. And I thank you for this idea and for all the fun stuff that we do together, which we both enjoy and love. And certainly all the wonderful stuff that we talk about MASH. And sometime in the future, we'll talk about MASH again. We promise. We promise. Thank you for hanging in with this one. I know it was a slog, but I think we got there eventually. I think we got there. And certainly it was a slow start. And and all the people who listen to this podcast, both of them, I thank you. We love you. We love the response we get. We love hearing your ideas. We love hearing what you like or you don't like. All of that goes into the pot.
And it's a wonderful experience. So we both enjoy it, and we both love hearing all the stuff that we hear from you. And some of it gets very emotional, and I feel that very deeply. But again, I thank everybody for listening to us, and I hope we will do this. And I can't wait for 2026 when we are going to bring you some exciting, incredibly, wonderfully revelatory information.
Let's temper some expectations here, Jeff.
All right. Well, we'll see you though there in 2026.
Wait until 2026 when we bring you more of the same. Can't wait. No, seriously, it's great. And thank you again. Thank you for hanging in with us on this episode. I honestly thought early on, like within the first 15 minutes of this episode, that we were going to have to title this episode, "Don't Listen to This Episode." Hey, happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, blessed Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, whatever. We'll be back. We'll be back in January, but I hope you all have a fantastic holiday and get everything your heart desires, and that you're able to spend it with family and friends and loved ones that bring joy to you.
I couldn't have said it better myself, but I'll try. And everybody, no, that was beautiful.
All right. Well, that does it, mercifully, for this episode of MASH Matters. We will see you in 2026. And until then, here's looking up your old address.